Hi, Group 2 students. Your homework is going to be half of yesterday's homework and another half is on another identity. Apparently, I give you a question like this and I realize, well, I didn't go through it in class. So anyways, hopefully you figured out my hint yesterday. Well, you learned this now in class, and basically what's happening is you realize that 5 and 180 cannot be changed to a square number. So you gotta, I'm gonna swap it first. So I'm gonna write it as 180 q square minus 5p square. Okay, so minus is in the middle. We don't want the minus in the side, in the left side. Anyways, so you gotta factorize something like a normal factorization 5. And 180 divided by 5 gonna be, I don't even know. Is it 25? 180 divided by 5, 36. There we go. 36 q square, and then minus, that 5 is gone, p square. So you realize 36 is a 6 square. From our dictation today, you should be really good at this now. So I'm gonna change it to 6, right? And then q next to it with a square. Minus p square is just p square. Big bracket. So what's gonna happen is we have 5 outside because we factorize it. Inside is gonna be plus, minus, and then what we put here is 6q, 6q, p, and p. And that's it. All right. Sometimes we gotta factorize an x, like this one over here. This is not an x square, so we can't change it to an x square. We gotta factorize x out. You would have x squared now, minus, this one doesn't have a square, so that's not gonna be nice for us. We have 49 here, and then x remove out because we factorize it. We have y squared left. So this is what we want. We want a letter with a square or a number with a square. So now I would have x squared minus 49 would be 7 square, 7y square. Close the bracket, x, 2 brackets. So we have x, 1 is minus, 1 is plus, and then 7y, 7y. All right. Okay, so the others are pretty much, let's just do one last one here for this type of question. So I'm gonna think about what can I factorize here. I'm gonna try for 9, 18, 27. I'm gonna try for what? What am I gonna try? If I go for 2, it's gonna be 12. That's not gonna be helpful. So how about 3? Maybe 3? 150 divided by 3 is what? 50. That's not helping. How about 150 divided by 24? Oh, fraction. 150 divided by 12. Fraction. 150 divided by 8. 150 divided by 6. Oh, there we go. So it has to be 6 here. It gotta be 6 here. Why? Because, let's see. This one's quite difficult, I would say. It gotta be 6 here because when you do 24 divided by 6, it becomes 4. M squared. I also factorize n because both of them have an n. And then minus 150 divided by 6 is 25. Yes, 25. Which is also a square number. So that's what we want, a square number. So we have 6n, big bracket now. 2m inside with a square minus 5n with a square. 6n outside, 2 brackets. So we have 2m, 2m, 1 minus 1 plus, 5n, 5n. Okay, and I think 6 is the largest one that you can factorize out. So you just gotta think about what's the largest number I can factorize out, and that's gonna be 6. All right, and then we move on to these questions. I'm not gonna go, I'm probably not gonna teach this first. I'm just gonna go for the simple ones. So this is one of the simple ones that we're gonna go through. Basically what you have to do is change the first one and the last one to x squared and something squared. Plus 12x plus 6 squared, right? So you're gonna change this into a bracket, and then if this one is a plus, it's gonna be plus here. So it's basically a plus b all square. Change it to a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. This one we don't need to write it in 2 times x times 6. I'm not gonna torture you. I just want you to check if 2 times 6 is gonna be 12. If it is, then that's good. X and then 6 over here with the square on the top right. Okay, and then let's have another one here. So over here, y squared becomes y squared plus 16y. Again, we have a plus in the middle, so that will help us with the next step. 16y plus 64, gonna be 8 squared, right? So in this bracket, we're gonna have y plus 8. All 3 colors gonna be used, and then the bracket has a square. So let's find another question with a minus. Oh no, am I gonna change the homework? The questions are a bit... okay. So I'm gonna skip those ones, and then I will probably go here. Yeah. So we're doing minus here. Different example. Same procedure, x squared. This time we have a minus in the middle. So this is going to tell us we have to do something differently. 4 will change into 2 squared. So we're going to have a bracket, x minus 2 with a square on the top right. And that's it. That's how you factorize it. So that's why using identity is quite important earlier. It will now help you. Just be careful that remember to change it to 2 square. Don't just write 4 here. That's not going to be correct, because we always go from here to here, right? We go like 2 square, a squared plus minus 2ab plus b squared. B is 2. So you gotta be careful with that one. Let's just do one more. Questions are difficult here. They all have a number. I mean, a letter and a number next to each other. Okay, so like, let's just use this one over here. So for example, this one here, we have a squared minus 12a and then plus 6 squared equals bracket a minus 6 and a square. So double check if 6 times 2 equals 12. It is. And then you can also double check my step earlier. 2 times 2 is going to be 4. So this is actually the identity. 6 times 2, 12 as well, right? And then 8 times 2, 16. So because you gotta match this one, basically. We're skipping the middle step. This one is supposed to look like 2 times y times 8, right? 2ab, remember? So 2 times 8 is 16. So it kind of makes sense. All right, so that's it for